Go. So the webinar is being recorded, and I've got some slides, but I just want to say, hey, I think many of you may know me, but just a little brief introduction, and I'll get into it more. My name is Tribble. I've been around this network marketing industry for over 30 years, believe it or not. A lot less gray hair when I got started. And now I'm like an internet marketing grandpa. And I just got fed up with what's going on in the industry, with all the craziness and all the stuff, that I felt like I had to do something. And so I'm going to share my screen with you. Let me do this real quick. I'm going to move this over here. A lot of moving parts to a webinar. It's kind of interesting, but do that. And now let me see here. I can share my screen and do this. All right, I think we're in business. Please, in the chat, if you would, hopefully that's working okay. Feel free to say, hey, I'll try to go to the chat on occasion. Let me see, what have I done? I moved forward. Didn't want to move forward yet. Okay, here we go. So the topic tonight is no list, no future. And this is part of what I was ranting about with a buddy of mine, that I think people are really told a lot of the wrong thing in network marketing. Kevin, I don't know if that's a hi or a raised hand or what. I'm fairly new to the webinar side of things. Well, I haven't done a webinar in 5 years. So if I can answer questions, put it in the chat. And we'll do a Q&A later if I can. So I'm like, here's the funny thing. Let's see here. I'm getting people to raise their hand. Oh, there we go. Q&A. Sorry. Okay, cool. So raising hand is saying hi. Okay, I'm hi everybody. Awesome. Like I said, I haven't done one of these in 5 years, so bear with me. Just so, in case you're wondering, you're not going to get a bunch of salesy hype. You're not going to get a bunch of weirdness. You're just going to get me, and let me see if I can enable chat. We got Q&A. We'll keep it with Q&A. And go from there instead of chat. I don't know what the difference is, so good to go. Oh, chat can be saved. Okay, let me see. Let's see if I can enable this. Oh, attendees can chat with. How's that? I think I got it. I think I got it. So you can attempt to chat with me, and should work. There we go. Okay, I'm part-time. One of the things you'll know is that I'm not a techie guru kind of person. We're going to get into that a little bit more. But so I was talking with a buddy of mine and realized that the first thing we're taught in network marketing is to build a list. Go build a list of names. Write down your list of names. Yet, no one teaches you how to build a list after you get past your warm market. And that's another like really big thing I want to hit tonight. I'm going to hit on some things. I think some of them are going to be controversial, but I want to tell you the truth about what is happening today in network marketing from my perspective. Doesn't have to be your perspective. Doesn't have to be what you're seeing. Companies vary for sure. I'm not speaking about any particular company that I'm involved in, or you may be involved in, or anything like that. I'm speaking in general terms. But things are changing drastically. Companies are selling products on Amazon and then ban you from selling products on Amazon, which I find to be quite interesting. Leaders are attempting to brand themselves as a way to protect themselves from companies going out of business and companies taking their checks and all kinds of craziness out there in the industry. Or marketing channel. Kevin. You'll get that inside joke. But here's the thing about like a leader marketing themselves or branding themselves, which I agree with to a certain extent. But the problem is, how many people really have the personality to be like a guru out there in the world of network marketing and teach people network marketing? I don't know. Maybe everyone, but I doubt it. I think that takes a certain type of personality, takes a certain type of level of consistency for sure. And so I'm not sure that that's the best route for the majority of people. So what do? Here's what I want to teach you. How to enroll 1,000 customers in less than a year without sending nauseating Facebook messages. If there's a theme to this entire thing tonight, that's it. I want you to feel like a real human. I want you to feel authentic. I want you to have fun with what you're doing, building a business. I feel like we can dig into this, but some of the stuff being taught is not, it never was authentic. It never was fun. It never was cool, in my opinion. So here's a goofy picture of me saying I'm not a techie guru, but I'll give you a rundown of my experience. So I spent 5 years heavy lifting in network marketing. And in that time, I don't know, I personally sponsored probably 10, 12, 15, maybe 20 people in 5 years, had 0 customers. Well, one customer, my in-laws bought a refrigerator for me so I could qualify for some kind of a picnic. I never made more than $1,200 in a month. And in my very best month, I made the $1,200. I think I spent probably $1,200 to $1,500 going to an event in another city to get trained up to learn how to make money. And I was not evidently doing a very good job of it, right? I would put my wife in nylons and a skirt, and myself in a suit and tie 3 to 4 nights a week, and go out and build the business and drive in my navy blue Ford Taurus miles and miles and miles and miles and miles. And what happened was, at some point, I hit what I call the warm market wall. And my names list was pretty much dried up. Now, here's what's interesting about the old warm market wall. And this is going to be controversial. And I apologize in advance if this makes people feel a little bit uncomfortable, but it's what you need to know. There are companies and leaders that are only concerned with your warm market. And we're going to get into the exact numbers in that. But you put all of that together, like I'll give you an example. How network marketing strategies haven't changed in 30 years. I used to make the majority of my phone calls on a Sunday night, and I was so afraid to fail in front of my wife that I would run a phone cord from my home office, right? We changed one of the bedrooms in the house into an office, but I'd run it out to the garage to make my phone calls out there. You could tell I'm dating myself. Not only was there no cell phones, there was not a lot of cordless phones at the time, so I was running a line out to my office, my makeshift office in the garage, because I was afraid to make phone calls in front of my wife. And what happened was, I would procrastinate through the evening because I knew I was at the end of my list. When you get to the end of your list, it becomes very hard to make that final phone call because you know that's it. And so I pick up the phone. I probably went out there at 7 p.m. and at like 5 minutes to 9, I began to make my first phone call after I've organized my names list, and I felt that at one point it was on white paper. I needed to change that obviously to a yellow notepad so that it made more sense and the prospects would be more clear to me. And then I know I need to rank my prospects in order of how good I think they're going to do. That should take some time. And then wait, got to go in and finish with my energy drink or cup of coffee. I got to go in and get another one. And then I come back and it's like 2 minutes to 9, and I pick up the phone and I dial, and then I'm like, and I make a heavy breathing sound, and then I hang up. And then I went, oh, wow, it's obviously 9 p.m. now and everyone's in bed. They're not going to want to answer the phone now. So I made a half attempt at making one phone call because I knew I was done. We weren't taught how to build a list. Of course, the internet wasn't around. There wasn't other things there. What I was taught, I literally took a drive up to my mentor's home. And for whatever reason, he had me meet him up there like 1 o'clock in the morning, which is crazy, but I did, being a winner. And I go up there and I say, I'm out of names. I don't know what to do. He sits me down. He goes, okay. Like he's going to be real serious and counsel me on my way to millionaire status. And he goes, go meet people. I'm like, go meet people? This is my multi-million-dollar information that I'm taking in. Go meet people. Okay, maybe I'll try to go, like put $1 worth of gas at the gas station in different places around my city to hopefully find myself a winner next to me pumping gas, or talk to the jewelry counter lady for the 50th time at the mall, doing the mall crawl, go to the bookstore and pretend you're reading a book, but really you're looking for somebody reading a success book, but it's the people in the same business looking at me who's reading a success book. It was just goofiness. But then the internet came around and things began to change. But the messaging of that I would, if I ever got someone on the phone, the messaging is exactly the same stuff, and I'll say stuff, that they're using today through Facebook Messenger and other avenues. Okay, they want your warm market. It means the survival of the leaders and companies' business. Average person in network marketing probably sponsors 2 people. They want your 2 people. And then for all intents and purposes, they're kind of done with you unless you go further on. And here's an interesting thing about some companies. They're so crazy about this that they promise you, you're at a job, J-O-B, working hours for dollars, and they poo-poo that. But then they have the guts to say, you don't want to do anything like that. You're trading hours for dollars. Come join our company and you'll be building a business. And I agree, except that you're trading not just hours, you're trading your literal personal sphere of influence, your friends and your family. And sometimes damaging those relationships forever. Broken relationships, friends and family, gone, because we tend to believe so much in the possibilities of building a business that we really ignore the fact that most people, and we're going to get into this more, but most people aren't entrepreneurial necessarily. And so it's very interesting. You're trading your sphere of influence. And then once the companies get that sphere of influence, if you attempt to take your sphere of influence somewhere else, they will cut you off. Very interesting in a quote unquote free enterprise system, how we're kind of being sucked into a really weird dynamic in a lot of ways. Here's what I'm here to tell you. I believe that there is a better way, and it's not sending Facebook messages to every person in your sphere of influence and attempting to get more sphere of influence on Facebook. I don't think that's the way, personally. It's not sending nauseating text messages that you just feel gross sending to people. It's about being real and authentic, and you're going to be out of your comfort zone because this is going to be new for you, what I'm going to teach you tonight. But it's better. It's a better uncomfortable zone. It's a comfortable uncomfortable zone, and you're going to feel overwhelmed and confused at times because you're learning, and that's okay. But at least you're going to feel overwhelmed and confused and good about what you're doing. That's the key, in my opinion. So we're talking about really flipping the funnel, and here's what happened to me. Ann Sieg and Mike Dillard. In about 2005, 2006, right in that area, maybe, yeah, right in about then, I started to learn about affiliate marketing as a way to build my network marketing business. And it's interesting now that many companies in our profession are adopting affiliate marketing in addition to their network marketing business, which is pretty funny. But I struggled before this. I mean, I struggled. I told you the horror stories. After the 5 years of heavy lifting, I took a 5-year sabbatical. And then I came back, and one of the things I learned was I got fairly close to Mike Dillard. I got very close to Ann Sieg, who were really put together affiliate and funnel marketing strategies. Here's the wild part, and I'm going to explain what these are. But like, this was 2005, 2006, maybe 2008 at the height of what was happening. And yet this stuff is still not being taught in most company or leader-led events. You have to ask yourself why, right? And again, I'm not like trying to be a conspiracy theorist, but there's some stuff going on, and there are good companies that just buy into what every other big company does, no matter what, which is a big problem, because they're probably good because they're different than those other companies. But they buy into it, and then they do the same thing, and they say, well, this company is doing this, so we should too. And it's terrible thought process. You would not jump off a bridge because, like as a parent, you wouldn't allow your kid to jump off a bridge because his friend Johnny jumped off the bridge. This does not make any sense whatsoever logically, but yet that's the route they go. But affiliate and funnel marketing, here's the basics, okay? Give away something of value in return for someone's email address, which allows you to market to that person an offer. And on the back end of that, you sell them some kind of a product, a training or something like that they are able to utilize. That's of even more value to them, right? Hopefully that makes sense. Awesome. Norma was working with me and Ann in 2008 from Gig Harbor, which is not far down the street from me. Norma's awesome. So what do? It's lead generation. It's building a list. I utilized Ann's program, the Renegade Network Marketer, and Mike Dillard's program, Magnetic Sponsoring, to attract people that are interested in the network marketing profession or channel or industry, whatever you want to call it. And then I talked to those people, and here's what I found out on that list that I made of basically of other network marketers or people interested in network marketing and this kind of thing, is that about 25% of those people, let me rephrase that, 75% of the people on that list already were basically happy with their network marketing company, okay? 25% of those people on that list either did not have a network marketing company or were currently looking for a new network marketing company. I did not make a judgment or put down any other network marketing companies necessarily. I'm not making a judgment on anyone's company, okay, at the time. I still don't really today. I'm kind of beyond that. I did a lot on my blog, but kind of a different story. Where I was reviewing companies and giving my opinion, which everybody has one. But so that was a list building thing. I gave away Anne's free ebook. I gave away Mike's free boot camp of videos. And from that, I built a big list, over 30,000 people. And from that, here's what happened. In less than 12 months, I sponsored over 100 people. It was actually, I went back and looked, it was actually 206 people in 12 months. Personally sponsored 206 people in 12 months. I don't think I personally sponsored 20 in the previous 10 years, okay? I went from 0 to 6 figures in 18 months. I was top 10 recruiter, I should say, and team builder in a $500 million company. I did with Anne, as a matter of fact, I did a $250,000 affiliate marketing launch of a product that I created called MLM Blog Secrets and MLM Blog Code. It was all about creating a blog and getting some attention. And it was huge numbers, best-selling product. It was a book, but also click-by-click video series, all this kind of stuff. Free travel, went to Bora Bora, went to Kenya, been to Mexico a bunch of times, Puerto Rico, it goes on, Costa Rica, a couple of times, on and on and on, multiple places that I was able to travel to as a result of those different companies, okay? And results. Let me see here. Okay, someone's asking if I can add to everyone to chat. If everyone wants to chat to everyone, sure, why not? There we go. Now we can all chat and be happy. Okay, so real results after not having any results. And it was a dynamic shift in what I was doing. But here's the craziest doggone part. This was 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, call it through 2010. Let's say it really picked up steam in 2010. That's 13 years ago. Why in the world isn't this taught today? It baffles me. I'm literally blown away. I know how to build a list. I know how to market online. I teach it to my team. I've taught it around the world in a number of different areas. Why isn't this taught at every single network marketing company event? It just blows me away. I really, I don't get it. I really don't get it. And this is how I enrolled. I'll tell you in a second. I got ahead of myself. What if there was a better way? Would you want to know about it? Would you want to hear about it? Would you want to get the goods on what is truly working in a marketplace that's different today. Like I'm a gray-haired grandpa, okay? That's my main marketplace, but I can tell you, if you want to talk to millennials and Gen Z, they're going to throw you out of the room if you try to tell them that they can't use the internet to market their business. It's hilarious. They will like, it's no wonder no one from my generation, Gen X, is sponsoring people in that generation, because they're like, I don't want to do something that has insane restrictions. And so there's going to be a shift. There already is a shift, but there's going to be a big shift as Gen Z, in particular, millennials to a lesser extent, come into play when it comes to the network marketing space. Because everyone, there's a lot of, I shouldn't say everyone, because that's a big misnomer. A lot of people want to come in and build something and build something of their own. The question is it really your own? And that's a big question we have to get answered. So what if there's a better way? A focus on customers. Previously, I didn't focus on customers at all. But I began to focus on customers, and I enrolled 5,000 customers over the last 3 years. And that's probably a little bit lower number than the full number. And I can show you some data in the future if you want to see that. I'm not opposed to that. There people go, oh, there's no way you did that. Well, I did personally, not my team. My team enrolled more. Okay, but 5,000 customers personally. And there's a strategy to it. So let me ask you this. Who would like to know the strategies? There's really a handful of things, not difficult to do, very simple, as a matter of fact, that you can do, that you could begin to do almost immediately. And it's not posting gibberish, get into my deal stuff on Facebook. It's not messaging people on Facebook. It's not feeling gross about what you're doing. It's an authentic way to move forward. Cool. Let's jump into this. Number one, content publishing. I'm going to say what content publishing is not first. Content publishing is not posting, get in my deal, buy my junk posts on Facebook. Okay? Content publishing, I look at it as a handful of ways. It's podcast, it's YouTube, it's TikTok, it's Reels, it's whatever the Facebook one is. So predominantly video, but also audio. And here's what's very interesting here is that you can do this really simply. People make it very, very, very hard. You could do a couple of 10-minute videos a week on products, okay? On products, not on get into my deal. We talk about this idea of show 10 and sponsor 2. Here's the reality. How many people do you have to call or contact or prospect to get the ability to show 10 to sponsor 2? Is it 30? We'll call it 20. So you're contacting 20 to show 10 to sponsor 2. What if you focused on a product that you have a great experience with? You became an expert about that product. You did research. I have to be careful here. I don't want you to become a doctor. I don't want you to become a sciencey expert that spouts science gibberish on everyone you bump into. That's not the way to do this. But what if you could do a couple, call it 2 to 3, 5 to 10 minute videos a week that you posted on YouTube? Then you easily and simply took that audio from those videos and podcasted it. And the tools were easy to do for both of those things. And then there were AI tools that you could use that would pull bits and pieces of your 5 to 10 minute videos and make TikTok videos and reels for Instagram and other little mini videos that you could post around the internet. This is real content publishing. Now, are you going to be successful in 1 week? Nope. No, you're not. But I have a friend of mine named Ray Higdon. Many of you know him. His first video that he did probably 10 years ago was one of the worst things I've ever seen in my entire life. There's another guy by the name of Russell Brunson. Russell Brunson owns probably that company might be worth, I don't know, 500 million ClickFunnels. His first presentation that he did was one of the worst things I've ever seen in my entire life. Okay, many of you have experience and maybe some offline experience and some life experience that will make this very, very easy for you. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be new. You're going to feel a little bit overwhelmed, but that's growth. That's what it means to grow. But instead of feeling that uncomfortable, like letting that paralyze you, you just push through and knock out. I mean, what did it take, an hour to maybe write a script and use AI, by the way, to help us write a script to go through? I mean, even if you just read it about an ingredient in one of your products or something like that, unbelievable. And there's a secondary piece of content publishing, but content publishing, what it does, it begins to build your brand, but generates traffic. You're going to create interest. Pick a product, talk about it. Talk about the same product for a month, different angles, different people might be interested in this. Who knows what it does? Being careful with regulations and all that kind of stuff, yes, but at the same time, be an entrepreneur. Sell it to a certain extent toward the end of whatever you're doing. But then you're going to have all this content spread out across the internet, and search engines pick it up. People see it. People interested in that exact type of product will find who? You. Yes, it takes some time, but is way worth it. The second thing I'm going to suggest you do is get yourself a marketing funnel. Sometimes your company has ones, maybe, but a marketing funnel is just this. You trade a piece of information. I've been thinking about doing samples of a particular product, because I think that it's one of the first products that I feel like is you feel it. So I might give away a couple of days supply of that product in return for someone's email address, but I'll also have their phone number and also have their physical address, because I'd be sending it to them. You follow me? So I'm giving away a free sample. I wouldn't blast it out over the internet and lose a bunch of money. Maybe free plus shipping. There's a lot of different opportunities here. But so you give away something of value for that contact information, and then you sell something on the back end of that. So on the back end of that, I would sell a bottle of the product. Or if you like that product, maybe there's a secondary product that goes with it that you can upsell to it. And then you have their information, you continue to sell to them through email. So hopefully you see what a funnel is. A funnel is not like this crazy difficult thing. Your company may have one. You may have to build your own. Is building your own the most difficult thing in the world? No, it is not. Not today. Pretty easy. Templates and all kinds of other stuff in place. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. Email, in my opinion, is the most underused tool for network marketers, period. If you have 10 people, 100 people, 500 people, some people on this call probably have 1,000 or more people on their team, customers and et cetera, and you're not emailing them at the bare minimum once a week, telling them what's going on, telling them what's on sale, giving them an idea of how to use a product, sharing your knowledge. Many of you on this call have probably been in the network marketing space for 20 years or more. God bless you. You have a lot of knowledge. You should share it. You should share it via content publishing, and you should share it via email, right? Get that information in the hands of other people and they will become customers. They will buy. And here's like the whole thing comes together. I hesitate sometimes to make any offer to my customer list because I don't know that I want them being associates or distributors. I'd rather keep them as customers in a lot of times. We want to make it easy for our customers to refer customers, and maybe they can make a little bit of money on that kind of thing. That kind of thing would be great. But you know, sometimes distributors are a little bit of a pain in the rear. They can be, right? They can take up a lot of time. Where a customer, I have amazing relationships with my customers, and I've only talked to a handful, not a ton. I do talk to some on occasion if they need my help, but a lot of times our team contacts them and answers questions and things like that. But I don't. But you know what? My relationship with them is amazing because I communicate with them on a very regular basis via email, like 3 to 4 times a week. If I have a big sale going on, guess what? They probably hear from me. No exaggeration. 10 plus times a week. Sometimes 3 or 4 times in one day. Guess which day I do the most volume? Not the day I don't send an email because I'm worried about how someone's feelings. It's the day I send 3 to 4 emails to a list of people that are customers. And sometimes people are so busy. People say one of the misnomers about email is that if you email too much, people will opt out. Well, I agree. If you're boring, if you're interesting, people have fun with it and read the emails. And if you are giving them what they want, they will open them and act upon it. The reason that the majority of people get spam complaints is not because they email too much, it's because they email too little. They get so much stuff in their email box, they just forget who in the world you are. You have to stand out. You have to share that pent-up knowledge that I know many of you have. And here's the secret sauce. This is probably one of the big reasons I decided to do this webinar. AI. A lot of interesting stuff going on with AI. AI can literally take a video that you created, a 10-minute video, and pull 5 mini videos out of it that you can share. AI could take an interview that you do with someone and pull bites out of it that you can share with people. AI could give you right now 100 email subject line ideas. AI could write an email for you right now. So everybody says it's hard, it's difficult, I don't know if I could do it. Now it's easier than ever because of AI, and there's a list of tools that will get you over the hump, and it just gets better and better and better with AI. The speed of your ability to produce quality content and publish quality content has gone from, it's very difficult. At one point I was writing 10 blog posts a day on the subject of network marketing. No one wrote more blog posts about network marketing than I did, probably from 2003 to 2008. No one. And my blog was the #1 MLM blog on the planet. I helped launch Ray Higdon, his blogging start, and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of others. And a blog is a good thing to have. Didn't even talk about a blog. I'm known as the OG MLM blogger, but didn't even think about it. It's something, it could be added to what I'm talking about for sure. But AI is the secret sauce that you're definitely not using correctly or enough, in my opinion. Okay, I gave you what to do. Here's what I want to ask you. Would you like me to go through an offer that I created that will help you get started and learn how to do it? So I gave you what to do. You could take that information. I'll be sending out the recording. You could go study it. You could watch YouTube videos, hundreds at a time, to learn as much as you could on what I taught you. It absolutely works. So here's my question, and I'm going to need an answer, or we can just wrap it up. Would you like to learn how to do it? Hand, yes, maybe, no, because I got more. Keep going. Okay. I got more, and it's good, and you're going to learn a lot. And I'm going to make an offer, and if it's good for you, fantastic. What I created is something called online downline. Kind of a play on words, kind of fun, but it's really my fed up frustration with everything going on out there that made me realize I needed to kind of come out of semi-retirement and do something about this. Because I've created products in the past. Like I said, I launched a product, a blogging product, and it was a $250,000 launch in 6 days. This webinar, by the way, it was sent to a handful of people. I did not blast it out in a very big way. I may in the future. We'll see. You'll be the benefit of that if that's the case. So let's dive in. The online downline 5-week super course. Wow, I told you I wasn't going to be salesy, but I felt like super course was a lot better than just course. But here's what it includes. Week 1 is a winning story. You need a clear story about your product or business that sells. Who's the customer? What do they want? What problem do you solve? What is the solution? What does success look like? Once you get that winning story in place, a clear winning story, everything else will flow from there. So that's what we're going to accomplish in week 1. This would be a 5-week webinar. Week 2 is content publishing. You do the work once and then you syndicate it. YouTube, podcast, TikTok, Facebook Shorts, Instagram Reels. Click by click, how to do all that stuff. Simple, using AI, using the tools, and just getting out there and publishing great content. I personally believe that this should be a focus on a product. You could take the content that I'm going to teach you here in this 5-week online downline course and become a legit MLM guru and talk about network marketing things and bring in people that want to build alongside you, because that's what you do. Easily could be done. Week 3 is crafting your funnel. We'll find the right tools for the job. We'll work on your giveaway. We'll teach you how to create a lead capture page, teach you how to create a sales page, teach you how to create a cart page. Boom. Done. Is it going to be perfect? No. But it doesn't have to be. Like, you came to my page, the pages that I put together for this webinar, I didn't even know if I was going to do it or not. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I don't know. And then as I got into it a little further, I'm like, I need to do this. This is something, it's just, especially for people who are over 40. If you're over 40 like me, I've got this saying that I often say, I don't know if you've heard it or not. I'm an immigrant in the world of technology. If you're over 40, you are too. My children grew up in a house that always had an iPad around. They each had their own iMacs, always computers, like 6-8 computers between my house and their grandparents' house. They were always on. They knew all, you know, if I have a trouble with my phone, I hand it to my son, and he just goes, maybe, and whatever the trouble was is fixed, right? I go, honey, do you know how to do this? And my daughter will be like, Dad, really? You like make a living in online marketing. How can you not know this? I'm like, I don't know. Here, it's fixed, right? There's a level of anxiety and uncomfortableness in technology, but today it is not as hard as it was yesterday. And if we get into this and begin to do this together, tomorrow will be even easier, and that overwhelm will fade away. But that overwhelm is going to be a good overwhelm, because we're learning in a real, authentic way that attracts the right customers to us. I mentioned that when I say attracts the right customers, I mentioned those 5,000 customers. Here's one thing I think this is fairly rare. Those 5,000 customers, 60+% reordered. 60+% reordered. I would put those numbers against anyone in the network marketing space. And I did it online. Okay, and you can too. Week 4 is email marketing. It's the missing link to consistent sales in network marketing. Today, we'll teach you how to do a sales campaign. We'll teach you how to do a nurture campaign to bring along those customers that have already bought. We'll teach you how to the email psychology and science, and it's really truly based on storytelling. We'll go into the psychology. I will show you my emails. I will give you as a bonus, I didn't even put this down, I just thought about it, dozens and dozens and dozens of emails that have generated hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'll give them to you. I might clean up the names and things like that, so it's generic in scope, but you can use them in your business. Just make a few changes. My email swipe file, put it down. Week 5 is the game changer, the secret sauce to fast results, AI. Using AI to speed up the entire process. How to enter the right prompts, the different tools to use for the different, there's tools to use in imaging and tools to use in writing, and how to take that writing and fact check it and make sure that you're not I'll give you an example of AI. AI is not where it needs to be yet, but it is so farther ahead than what we're currently doing that you're crazy not to use it. But here's something funny. I type into ChatGPT, I say, can you transcribe a YouTube video? And it said, yep, just post the link to the YouTube video. I'm like, that's freaking amazing. I'm going to do it right now. So I put in, I get the link to the YouTube video that I want transcribed. I put it in, it transcribes something that is not the video that I put in. I'm like, huh, that's interesting. I type in, did you transcribe the video that the link that I gave you? It goes, yep. I go, huh, it's not the same video. Oh, so I put in a different video and it gives me the same video again, neither one that I put in. So I talked to my brother-in-law who works at Google, and he goes, AI lies. They tell you what they want you to hear sometimes. So you have to be careful with it. So you have to fact check it to make sure it's right. But you can create content, you can create copy, you can write emails, you can do all kinds of cool stuff. Oh my, it's a game changer that you can utilize. I have a bonus on personal branding. I've got a friend of mine from Australia named Naomi Joy, who is a branding expert. She has groups on Facebook that are topical with thousands, tens of thousands of people that are interested in a particular topic. And she's going to come on and do a personal branding bonus week, talk about how to become attractive online, from how to promote things, especially in groups and things like that, without looking like you're promoting, how to get incredible audience engagement. Super cool week 6 bonus. All right. Second thing I'm going to do is a live click-by-click funnel build out. So essentially, you want online downline, you're also going to get a live click-by-click funnel build out. I'm going to take a product. I already have the product in mind. And there's actually 2 products. I'm not going to give all the information away, but they're gummies. One for sleep, one for stress. And I'm going to create a funnel for those products from scratch, click by click, live in front of you. We're going to go through how I do the entire process. It's going to be in depth. It may be over 2 sessions, could be a couple hours each session. It's going to be deep, but by the end of that click by click funnel build out session, you're going to see exactly how I go through and create a funnel, start to finish, from brainstorming to end results. It's going to be fun. So the online downline is 5-week super course, plus the personal branding bonus, plus the live click-by-click funnel build out. And then we're going to add something called the online downline Facebook group. There we go. Online downline Facebook group is a place where we can interact and discuss marketing, discuss AI, interact with one another, help each other, that kind of thing. I'll be active in there. I'll have some of my team active in there, essentially helping you get more comfortable with the whole entire process. Camaraderie, right? Then we're going to do a weekly personal group coaching and Q&A. I've done personal coaching in the past. I usually charge a lot of money. And people find it to be worth it because we take people from stuck to unstuck. And I feel like if we can do that in a group coaching session where you'll never want for information. You'll get every single question answered. These come into play after the 5-week course, of course. Of course. That weekly group coaching and Q&A. And I'll bring on guests sometimes, people that have amazing funnels out there already, people that are experts in different internet marketing strategies, email, all that kind of stuff. We'll do that kind of stuff with the coaching. But I'll even probably record these and podcast them myself. Okay, so this is how you get content. We're going to go back to content for just a half a second. I know this is my ADD and I have to jump back to it. Worried about creating content, interview someone, right? Worried about creating content, go like into the back office of your company and see what they've produced for content and rework it, but make it your own and then broadcast it. We have the ability to be our own TV station. We have the ability to be our own radio station. We have the ability to be our own little channel in social media. Gang, we can do this. It's going to be fun. And not only that, it's going to be real and authentic and comfortable after we get over the learning curve. 7-figure funnel templates. Every single funnel that I create here on out, including the ones I've created over the last week or so, will be yours as a template. So you can steal, borrow my personal performing funnels, make a few changes and make them yours. Me funnel, Sue funnel. All right. I think that's pretty cool. 7-figure funnel templates. My funnels are your funnels. Every single funnel I ever make, and I'll be making a ton from now on. I literally have, I have ideas for 10 different product funnels of different sorts that probably every single person on here could utilize in whatever company they're affiliated with. Wouldn't matter. Hidden downline masterclass. There's a friend of mine that has created basically what he did. He was an expert funnel builder for Russell Brunson and ClickFunnels, and decided to build a downline team in a company and only do it via funnel marketing. And was extremely successful and documented a lot of it and did a bunch of training. And he did about I think it's maybe a 10 to 12 hour masterclass in that whole process. I'm going to give you that as a bonus. The hidden downline masterclass. All right. Oh, what happened? Okay. So I went forward. I go back. Here we go. Okay. I plan on selling this entire package for $9.97 in the future. Because we're just coming out with this, it's brand new. I'm going to do it for the first 10 for $197 tonight, if you want to do it. And here's what that's going to include. You're going to get the 5-week super course that will regularly sell for $14.97. I'm legit at different time. Actually, I might even like that 5-week super course. I'm probably going to eventually break it out into 6 courses itself and sell them for anywhere between $197 and $297 each, by targeting different types of people that are looking for different information online. okay, that are looking for different sources and solutions, right? The live click by click product funnel build out, I think that's easily worth $9.97. I'm going to give it to you for free. The online downline Facebook group, probably $197 value. I'm going to give it to you for free. The weekly personal group coaching and Q&A, I charge, no exaggeration, I charge about $250 an hour. Yeah, I'm going to back up 1 second. If I write a funnel for someone, and I've done it, I do it a lot. If I create a funnel for someone, that funnel costs them about $250 an hour. Okay, so when it comes to the 7-figure templates and the weekly coaching, that's going to take my time to do with you, right? But I think it's worth it because I think we can legitimately change the way people market online, particularly those of us with gray hair, because we can do this now. Before it was like techie guru stuff that we couldn't do. Now we can do it. I'm going to include that hidden downline masterclass. He legitimately sold that for $9.97 for free. The whole total value is $69.82. When you buy the 5-week super course, you're going to get it all for $197. Here's the link. You can go now. The first 10 are going to get that $197 price. Tribble.org, my last name, .org/online downline. I'm going to put it in the chat so everybody's got it. Let's see what a terrible typist I am. Not bad, really. All right, there's the link. I'm just double checking the link. Boop, 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 boop. I put the wrong link. I put a dot downline. Okay, hang on. This is why you need to know that you can do this. Awesome, Lenny. Well, I'm going to do this one more. Okay, I'm going to delete that and do this one more time. If you have any questions, either in the Q&A or in the chat, you can probably do them in the chat. I would take them in the chat for sure. Probably some questions. I'm happy to hang out for a bit. Online, down, line. Ah, there we go. Let me see if it works. Yes. So this online downline concept, it's a new thing. Very excited for it. Once you pick up your package for this, everybody says this. I sincerely doubt that that price is gonna stay that way. It's just insane. It's too much of my time to leave it at that price. I legit plan on doing this for $9.97 in the future. This is more like a friends and family offer. The course itself will start in 2 weeks. There will be not only replays, you'll have a members section of your own personal member section of Online Downline that you'll have access to all of the bonus material, all of the information that comes out, links to the Facebook group, links to everything else. All that stuff is going to be in there. That will launch in 2 weeks. Access to the members section will happen in a couple of days. You're going to get an email from me as soon as you complete your purchase. It'll give you a little bit more instructions in terms of what's coming. The click-by-click funnel build out will happen after the course, so that you're gonna be like familiar with what I'm doing, and as we go through and build it out. You can find my blog at mlmblog.net. It's not, I guess it's still archived. There's hundreds of blog posts about varying subjects there, if that helps. Any other questions? Awesome. Lenny, I'm super excited for you. I got ripped off with this funnel building thing. Okay, so David, expand on that. What happened? I wonder if Peggy, is there a way for me to allow David to talk? Peggy, it is attraction marketing to a certain extent. Awesome, Christina, welcome. Unmute him. Okay, let me try this. Participants. Oh. No. Well, wait. Okay, hang on. Because David, one thing you're going to find out, I am. I'm no BS. Okay, David, I think if you unmute yourself, you're live. If you're cool with that, doesn't have to be video. They told me they were going to build me a funnel. Okay, I'm not going to build you a funnel. I'm giving you templates, so you can use my funnels if you choose to do that. Thousands of people coming to my funnel. That would be you sending thousands of people to your funnel. I'm teaching you what I've done since 2003. Oh, ask to unmute. There we go. Let me try that. I'm teaching you what's worked. Not one time, not 5 times, not 20 times, but thousands of times with myself and people that I know. Peggy, you asked if this is attraction marketing. Attraction. So the people that are promoting attraction marketing, I was the probably top 5 affiliate for that company. It used to be called Magnetic Sponsoring. And similar concepts for sure. Yeah, we do some of the similar stuff for sure. Great company. I would highly recommend those guys. So David, yeah, I'm not making, here's what I would say. I'm not making a promise that I'm going to build you a funnel. I'm going to teach you how to build a funnel, which is dynamically different. This is something you need to like work out yourself, because you have to go through the whole process. I'm going to teach you the process. I'm going to walk you through myself building a funnel. I'm teaching you how to get traffic to the funnel via publishing content. Those things work. They've worked for. Here's the craziest part, I think, in my opinion. The craziest part is these strategies work for people outside of network marketing forever. Forever. Why we don't use them in network marketing is just, it's beyond me. It really is. Okay. Alan, the recordings will be there forever. So you're going to have a personal back office at online downline. And that will give you access to all the recordings. I'm going to do, all the Q&As, the coaching, it'll all be there. Okay, so David, that's a really super great point. Says, I'm not a dinosaur. I know social media is good, but a lot of top trainers say social media signups don't last. I would agree 1000%. That's why we're not talking about social media signups. What we're talking about here is people searching for a solution that you have in your repertoire. So you are creating content around a particular funnel, and hopefully in the long run you'll have multiple funnels, which you will probably have a recruiting / business builder funnel. You probably have a couple of funnels related to products, that kind of thing, maybe more. People who think they're going to post some check out my deal on Facebook and build their business, it just doesn't work. It not only doesn't last, it doesn't work. But if you position yourself online and people are searching for something that you offer and you're positioned well because you have YouTube happens to be owned by Google, where do you think videos from search engines go there? You're gonna have the information. It goes to how many people are on TikTok searching for things? How many people are on watching videos about things? Think about TikTok for a second. My daughter got upset with me because, Dad, that's for 14-year-olds, and the next no, she's on TikTok doing videos all the time. And I haven't done my own videos yet on TikTok, but it's coming. What happens is you look at a particular type of video on TikTok and watch the whole thing. And guess what? TikTok realizes that you're interested in that kind of thing. So let's say, for example, okay, I have a product. This is not a network marketing product. But if I wanted to do a funnel centered around this product, I could sell thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of this packet. And if you are a male over 50 like me, you should probably go to Amazon.com and find it too. Now, I said that with conviction. I don't sell that product, but how many men my age would be like, I wonder what that is? Right? It's different. It's a completely different way of marketing. I build a solid downline without face-to-face or solid or quote unquote solid contact. And 60% of those people reorder. I think I have as good a relationship with some of those people on my list versus, and this is why the product side is so important. My relationship is, see, you're saving $100 right there. I didn't even realize this. I had planned on selling this for $297. You're going to save an extra 100 because when you go down here, it is actually $197. I was like $297, but then I'm like, these folks, a lot of them I know them. I'm gonna cut another $100 off. So there you go. I was legit like this is today. I put this on here. So ignore the $297 and pay what it says right here. Okay, Dave, last thing. I have as good a relationship with people that are buying my product as any. Like, do you feel like you have to have a good relationship with Amazon when you buy their product? This is L-arginine, by the way. It's a product that helps for cardio health. And I had a scare. I have a hereditary heart issue that runs in the family, that my uncle or my grandpa died at 48 of a heart attack. His brother died at 48 of a heart attack, and the brother's son died at 48 of a heart attack. And I'm 53. This is probably one of the reasons, but L-arginine helps blood flow throughout your body at a reasonable price. I'm telling you, I should make a network marketing product out of it. But the misnomer is like, are we talking about building a downline or building 1,000 customers? Because out of that 1,000 customers that you have, you'll find a downline. You'll find reps. You'll find associates. You'll find team members. And you may have a closer relationship to those folks, but do you need a super tight relationship with someone for them to buy your product? You know what I mean? There's a lot of, I appreciate what you're saying, but there's also a lot of hype in there. These are folks, a lot of people who make their money by having average folks come in, sponsor 2 people and quit and never do anything else again. And that regurgitation of those 2 people times 2 times 2 times 2 keeps those leaders afloat and those companies afloat. But you're going to watch, I'm telling you right now, it's happening already. Companies are in trouble in the network marketing space, a lot of them. You're seeing companies that just are not, they're not going to last. Some of them are the volume is going way, way down. And there's this big, like, they say a lot of things about like why, but a lot of the reason is it's self-inflicted in a lot of ways, I think. Pretty well self-inflicted. I'm going to post that link one more time. Happy to, I love answering questions. You're going to find, I bounce around a bit with the ADD when I don't have my slides, but there's not a single question that I'm not, that I'm afraid of taking, if that makes sense. Because you deserve, like a real answer to your questions and concerns. So Alan, yeah, I think I answered this already, but full-time access forever on those products. And then we're gonna do things, like there's another area that I didn't even talk about tonight that I think is potentially part of the puzzle in the long run is advertising. I wouldn't start with advertising because it's something that you better know what you're doing and you better have it dialed in. But if we can do it right, and you're already generating some income, this is when I would add advertising. When you're generating some income from your content publishing that leads to your funnel and some product sales, and then you can take some of that income and put it towards advertising, and your funnel works because the traffic is going there. Then I think that's something we would certainly look at. We would certainly look at it. Let me go back to this real quick. Slideshow. That's just the link or the showing what you actually get. And there's we'll do some more bonuses along the way because I feel like I always try to give more in value than I would ever expect in payment. I know 197 is insane for this. I legitimately, in the future, there's no doubt about it, will probably charge a minimum of 197 for that over the shoulder, click by click training, video only, not Q&A or anything like that. It would be crazy not to. People want to do it. There's various funnel building tools out there. I use one in particular. I think it's probably the best one out there. That's what I'll be doing the training on. I would probably recommend people use that one, but I'm not like a stickler to that. If you can, if you have something better, that's fantastic. All right, team. Any other questions before we wrap it up? Oh, there we go. Thank you. Love your style. Pretty sweet, man. A lot of MLMs are in trouble. I think so. Name any names? Yeah. Isogenics. And I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but they're in trouble. Crypto and network marketing does not go together, in my opinion. If you go to Business for Home and search for, like the network marketing companies list and see where the volumes are, I mean, there's a lot of problems out there. You can tell by the way that network marketing companies are thinking outside the box today, and how in trouble many are. Here's part of the problem. I got a buddy of mine who does MLM software, and he and his compadres in that world do 2 to 6 new network marketing companies a week. But how many of those, if he's done that for 20 years, how many of those do you think out of the 2 to 6 a week he's done, how many do you think have lasted? It's like 10 in 20 years. 10 have been legit. And there's other legit big companies, but I think there's issues. There's a lot. And like, I'll give you one of the main things, and this is one of the reasons we really need to truly set ourselves apart. And I think this is how we do it personally, the online downline strategies. Prior to Amazon and prior to Shopify and these other e-commerce, things that make e-commerce easy. Prior to that, how do you explain a product that takes some explanation to explain? What do I mean by that? This L-arginine product. Again, not an MLM product, just a product that I buy. How do you explain that product prior to Amazon and Shopify and online funnels and all this stuff? You explain that product through the network marketing channel. It's like the only way. It had to be a face-to-face interaction, an exchange of dialogue to be able to sell a product like that. You can't just do like a TV commercial. You might be able to do with that. 30-second TV commercial, maybe. It costs a lot of money. But someone for, I don't know, $30 a month today could launch a Shopify store and launch their own product. Easy peasy. Or create a funnel for whatever a month and launch their own product. So hundreds and thousands of people can launch these products that prior to that technology, they had to be explained in the network marketing space. It was the only way. So that has increased the competition for network marketing companies in a massive way, in a huge way. And that's why you see network marketing companies like David, if you want to have an offline conversation, I'm happy to do it and talk about your specific company. But I would bet that your company, if they don't control it, it's rampant, that your company probably sells your products on Amazon and cuts out the distributor. How in the world can we level that up? And they would just say, well, it's a new world. It is a new world, but wow. So much for the distributor having control, like so much for them being a partnership. Oh yeah, companies. Yeah, companies sell products on Amazon all the time. It's wild. It's wild. And like if the company didn't sell on Amazon, distributors would, and it would be a rampant crazy like eBay. I just I see our products on eBay on occasion, and it drives me nuts. But yeah. I mean, I've heard high level network marketing leaders, company leaders say there used to be like a coming together of field and company, and it's just not realistic today. I'm like, what? Not realistic today? And I talk to a lot of different people in a lot of different companies. This is not any one particular company, believe me. Things have changed in such a huge. We have to think outside the box, and not only protect ourselves, but also, build the skills that it takes to market online and to market in 2023. And what if it takes 6 months with me to learn these skills, and with ongoing coaching and all that kind of stuff that you're going to continue to get? What could you accomplish? Your company launches a new product, you have a system ready to market it. You could be like you could be at your company convention and no one knows about the new product that they're launching, and then they launch it, and literally that evening you go back to your hotel room and you knock out a funnel, and the next day you are up online selling that product with a bridge to your company website so that people can buy and sign up and register whatever they need to do to buy. I mean, that's insane, right? You could run ads. You could do all kinds of different things and begin to create content. So a funnel is so part one is lead generation. So we're going to give away a ebook or a sample or something along those lines in exchange for an email address. After that, we take them to a page and give them an offer to purchase something. And then we get that email address, and then we can be communicating with that person to sell them more things in the long run. So that's the basics of a funnel. In my MLM, exactly what he said he did in terms of sales. I'm excited to learn how to do it. Awesome. Lenny, welcome. Great to have you. I think a handful of other folks have picked up the. I don't know if we're at 10 yet, but whoever wants to grab it can do so. I mean, I have a website. I mean, if you just Google Ty Tribble, you'll find me. So mlmblog.net. I'm not very active there. TyTribble.com. I honestly, I haven't been active. I do have a website, TyTribble.com. I haven't been active in that area because I frankly have been, and it hasn't been busy. Gosh, this is the craziest part. This is going to sound completely counterintuitive. As I've increased the number of customers that I bring in, I've also slowly strategically sponsored people who are have particular skill sets to alleviate things that I do on a daily basis. So my time, this is why the customer-focused, customer-centric strategy is so cool. Over time, there's a theory in network marketing. It's sold this way. You build a business and you begin to generate residual income, and the time you put in goes down. And frankly, it's not true for 95% of the people that build a big business. The people that build a big business are maintaining or that business. And I'm not saying you don't maintain in what we're doing, you do. But they either are building actively or going backwards. In our case, we've recruited a ton more customers, and I've selectively recruited distributors, but I've recruited distributors mainly that have a skill set, or I train them in a particular skill set that help us manage all those customers. So that if they answer the phones for me, we have a customer service line for our customers outside of the company. Seems overkill, but guess what? We take care of our customers. That's why, like, this idea that we're not like relationship centered is totally not true. We're 100% relationship centered, but we just do this in a way that for my personal time, it went down to probably 10 hours a week before I got a wild hair and just went like, I got to do something about this. Yeah, that Eric Worre information is very, very interesting. Yeah, I mean, I get MLM crypto offers, but one of my buddies, if you search the MLM attorney, he made it clear, and I actually did an interview with him a while back. It might be on my blog. If not, I'll post it there. That it just doesn't make sense. Crypto plus MLM is a bad combination. Eric Worre had been into it. You're right, he bit, and not with $20 either. Millions and millions and millions of dollars. The most interesting thing, while we're here amongst us girls chatting, the most interesting thing about that is the people that are not talking about it, David. That tells you a lot. When someone, like what I read, seems pretty rock solid information, he hasn't refuted it, let's just say that. Yeah, I mean, who, like all the watchdogs, all these people, there used to be a really good watchdog. the MLM watchdog. Guy respected tremendously. He would have said something about it. But you got all these site business for home. They're not even saying a word about it. They're promoting Eric Moore. So I don't know. It'll be very, very interesting. I just wonder how many people have read what you read, David, about that. It's pretty wild. But I think, you know what? MLM and Gold, every single one was put out of business as a scheme. Peggy, there used to be a guy named the MLM watchdog. Scam, same thing. Every single gold MLM went out of business and was a scam and was taken down by the government. Crypto, I'm telling you, it's going to be no different. It is no different. So yeah, it's people that see like, okay, crypto is an exciting thing, and we're gonna basically make a scam, but try to use the legitimate business of network marketing as a front. And they'll get some people because there's people who are gullible. I remember one time, if like legitimately, if I called someone, this is how funny network marketing is. If I said, hey, I'm part of this legitimate MLM, and I want to show you what's going on. A lot of people, my friends, because they see lifestyle, they would do it, right? They would check it out. But other people, if I said, I would have a better chance at getting them to look at something if I said, hey, I just got in early on this pyramid deal. I think you can make a bunch of money. Do you want to do it? I think sometimes you have more chance of people saying yes to that than a legitimate network marketing pitch, which is really an interesting dynamic. Because if you look at scams online, we're off in the weeds now, I know, but this, like I wrote thousands of blog posts on mlmblog.net about this type of stuff for years, and I haven't been active there for years because I've been basically semi-ish retired, working 10 hours a week, bringing in thousands of customers and being happy and playing golf and traveling and spending time with my grandson and all that kind of stuff. And I just got finally fed up with what I saw going on. I'm like, I gotta do something, because this is not this stuff that I'm teaching. It shouldn't be secrets. But so I wrote about all this stuff. So I wrote about the scams and things like that. The first thing people say about a scam is that I made money, or I had a friend made money, so it must be legitimate. I'm like, you can make money selling drugs. If I wanted to make money, I could go sell cocaine at a nightclub in Seattle and could make money. But is that legitimate and legal and all that other stuff? No. So the idea that just because someone makes money from it legitimizes it is funny, but that's psychology. Hey, I got a pyramid deal, crypto pyramid deal that I'm getting into, and somebody I know made a bunch of money. You want to check it out? Yeah. Hey, I'm involved with this like 25-year-old company that makes vitamin supplements that improve your life, and because you can't say anything anymore in terms of claims related to products. You want to check it out? Nah. It's funny. The world is funny. Life is funny. But I'm excited about a new way to build, a better way to build, something that we can do together. Kind of a movement, I think, is an interesting way that I kind of looked at it. We could do something, and this is just the start of what we could put together and have fun with and help each other collectively in different companies. Doesn't have to be the same company or anything like that, but it's an exciting time to be alive. I'm re-energized. I'm 53 and have a new he's almost 2-year-old grandson that I just love spending time with. And I think more people deserve to have that fun lifestyle that I've been blessed to take advantage of for the last 20 years. There's a lot of cool things you can do and have fun when you can bring in that number of customers. And it's a lot less headache. Like I said, I mentioned early on, it's a lot less headache, 1,000 customers than 10 distributors probably. And you'll get great distributors out of those customers. David, cheers. Appreciate you being on. Appreciate you asking the questions. If I can answer anything, you can look me up on Facebook, Twitter. I'm all over the place. I've been quiet, but I'm still there. So cool. I'm excited for everyone. I can't wait to do this with you guys, and watch for the email in your box. You should have got it if you already picked up your package. And we'll go from there. Looking forward to it. Have a great one, everybody, and we will talk soon. Yep, shoot me an email. Happy to answer any questions. Have a good one, everybody. Take care. God bless, and we'll talk soon.